I'm humbled by your introduction. Members, God is good all the time. Thank you very much. I would like to welcome all of you to this first function of its kind. Our dear Chief Guest, Dr. Cosmas Twikirize, the Honorable Minister, Dr. Jesse Muingo, who has surprised us with his presence here today, and all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome to today's function. I'd like to appreciate you, dear parents, for having accepted and entrusted us with your children. Thank you for the trust you put in us and for allowing these young people to come for this amazing training. I would like to assure you, dear parents, that we are returning these young people to you when they are not the same. They are more confident in themselves, they have been empowered, and they are skilled. And we believe that in whatever they do, they are going to be surprising you in their innovations. We have interacted with these young people. We have found them to be innovative and very brilliant for their tender age. My dear graduates, I would like first of all to congratulate you for this amazing step you have made and for this milestone in your future life. Before I go now, I would like to say something about this young university. Seeta University was a vision of a senior educator in this country. Fortunately, we have him here, Dr. John Chrysostom Muingo and Mrs. Rose Muingo. He wanted to set up a university with a difference. That was the guiding principle for setting up Seeta University, a university with a difference. And these are some of the differences you are seeing here today. When the university was starting, a few selected people chose the best motto for the university. It is in Latin. It is Ascende Mentibus, which means ignite minds. When you ignite minds, you don't dominate those minds. You facilitate them to be innovative and to develop. And that is a key idea behind Seeta University. We want to nurture these young people to be innovators, not to be job seekers, but to come out of the university ready to set up their own employment system. The grand opening of the university was on 7th April 2024. That's when we did some ground opening here. The university was licensed on 30th June 2025 by National Council for Higher Education. It opened its doors on the 4th of August 2025. We have finished one trimester. We are in our second trimester. And we have very amazing students, very talented young people who are quite very, very amazing. As an example, we participated in the National Council for Higher Education University Exhibition. This was our first time to go there. They are veteran universities which had been in the field for quite some time. These young people, amazing as I've told you, they took 6 projects. And one of them was an irrigation project. If industrialized, it can do a lot of changes for the farmers. This is a project using sensors. Sensors are planted in the soil. They determine the level of moisture in the soil. If the moisture is not enough, the pumps will release the water. If the moisture is enough, the pumps will be closed automatically. This is a project these young people who are barely one trimester in a university were able to produce. It was an amazing project. There are 3 others which are quite amazing. There are so many other projects out there which they are going to show you and demonstrate to you. But they are quite amazing projects. Your children have got a lot of talents which have not been unveiled, but they are now being unveiled. Like I told you, Seeta as a university was a vision of Dr. J.C. Muyingo. He's in our midst. I would like to call upon you to give him a moment of applause for these wonderful ideas. I would like to congratulate the first cohort of AI students for successfully completing this program, for being good, disciplined students, for attending all classes with enthusiasm, and for their brilliant ideas and good participation. They have been empowered, skilled, and we believe they will never be the same people again. I would like to thank our academic registrar, Mr. Ronald Mbago, for initiating this training. He brought up the idea, and the university supported the idea, and he chose the best person to lead the program. Dr. Lillian Tamale. There is no connection. I'm Tamale, she's Tamale, but there is no connection. But all the same, it is a Nchima clan. She is a wonderful young teacher. She likes what she does, and that is why you have these people coming out in almost 2.5 months with the skills which have empowered them in the AI sector. I would like to thank the students director. These are young people coming out of secondary school. They are not used to the freedom which they have found in the university, but he was able to govern, guide, and keep them together. They stayed disciplined, and they were able to study. Mr. Kafumbe, we thank you very much for that guidance, and we know our students will always be in good hands when you are in that office. We have seen some of the examples of your students when you are head teacher, and they are doing very well, and they are representing Seeta schools very well, and we are very proud of you. He got 10 in 10. You can see that the 10 in 10 he got is actually reflected. The girl child who are here, I would like you to emulate Miss Kirunga Joan. You saw the young lady who was here, one of the panelists. Emulate such people. Have confidence. What they can do, you can also do. This is what the world needs. People who are competitive, people who are ready to take up leading positions in the country. That is the confidence I want you to take up, and that is the confidence I want you to adapt. I would like to thank our government. I would like to thank our president and our mainline ministry leader, Mama Janet, for having advanced the idea of competence-based curriculum in the country, for having encouraged the science to be in the forefront. These are some of the things our country had forgotten, but these are the things that are going to revolutionize our country. You are seeing examples of what these young people are capable of doing. Since the Minister for Higher Education is here today, all we ask of government is for government to support our young innovators to turn their ideas into industrial-based accomplished projects. They come up with very young ideas, but halfway their ideas are lost, or they are taken over by countries outside. There is a young man in earlier schools who came up with a project where he turned carbon dioxide, those emissions out of the car. He designed a project which turned them into oxygen. Now, within 6 months, that young man was taken by a university in Turkey. That is how we are losing talents. That is why we are requesting government to help us turn these projects into industrial accomplished projects. We are going to revolutionize this country. That is why I thank His Excellency for advancing these new education programs and for the continued support is giving our younger innovators. Our chief guest, it was by design to leave you last. We thank you for having accepted to come and preside over this function. They made the right choice when they selected you as our chief guest, because this is your field, Our chief guest is the Superintendent of Industrial Value Chair. He is highly placed in innovation and technology. He is highly trained in biomedical engineering. He is a researcher, innovator, and a PhD holder. So he was the best choice for this function. We welcome you, and we thank you for having accepted to be our chief guest. To all the organizers of this function, we thank you for the good work you have done. You have made us proud today. My AI students, this program has been an eye-opener to point out the rich potential and the many talents you have. It was designed to rekindle all your hidden talents and bring them out in the open. It was designed to build your confidence, to allow you to believe in yourself, and to show you your potential that yes, you can achieve everything you want. This is actually the beginning of your journey to rediscover yourself, to see the value you have in yourself and the value you can provide for others. I want to wish you success in whatever you do. Use the AI skills very efficiently and effectively. It is your first ticket now to success. I want to wish you all the luck, all the success, and those who come back to SU, you'll be welcome, and I promise you, you'll have a successful career. I want to thank all of you for coming to this function. I want especially the parents for supporting your children and the tender care you have shown to them today, that you are there for them and you will always support them. Please continue with this value. It will lead them to success in their lives. They are very young people, but they are very brilliant. And they helped some of us to understand AI better. Please continue to be very good examples of what young people can do, especially what young people can achieve in this country.
State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. Jesse Muyingo, the Vice Chancellor, University Management, faculty, our dear parents, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the AI class of 2026. Good afternoon. Now, I stand here before you with a profound sense of honor, duty, and privilege. As I arrived at this campus this morning, I was struck by something that is difficult to quantify, but also certainly impossible to ignore, and that is the energy of a new institution, the youngest, the fastest growing, and, as you have heard, the most audacious university in this nation. Now, there's a certain clarity that comes with new beginnings, a willingness to experiment, a desire not to conform. And you and I will testify that Seeta University carries this spirit. It represents a new generation of institutions that are deliberately engineered to respond to the demands of a new world. Institutions that understand that education must be practical, it must be innovation-led, and it must be anchored in solving real-world problems. And I want to commend the proprietor and the leadership for that intentionality. From your infrastructure to the program portfolio that has been elucidated by the academic registrar, your dedicated staff, your innovative students, you're not delivering legacy-style education, you're shaping new potential and new capability for our nation. To our dear students, today is your day. You've earned this moment. You have completed this program in artificial intelligence, a field that we all know sits at the nexus of global power. But understand this, that you're not being sent out as finished articles. You are being commissioned, and I think that word is deliberate. You're being deployed into a rapidly changing field where, as you know, in the 21st century, the greatest skill is the ability to learn and relearn. So you are not the finished article, but you're being deployed into the most significant economic theater of our time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as has been said, me and you occupy a pivotal point in history. A lot has been said by our panel about artificial intelligence. Allow me to add a cent or two. Geoffrey Hinton, who is widely acknowledged to be the grandfather of AI, once quipped that we are building systems that can learn representations of the world in ways that we do not fully understand. And that observation should humble us. It should humble us and remind us that we are operating on the edge of knowledge. Another pioneer in AI, Andrew Ng, correctly identifies AI as the new electricity. It is the force that will illuminate or leave people in darkness and leave any sector of the economy in darkness or light. And of course, you know that data is the new gold. AI will not replace humans, but humans who can use and develop AI will replace those who cannot. I want to repeat that. Artificial intelligence will not replace humans, but humans who can develop AI and those who can use AI will replace those who cannot. And I'm also being deliberate with my words, and here is where I want to sharpen the conversation. Often we're happy to be users of artificial intelligence, yet that is less than 5% of the value. I only recently realized that I'm spending north of $100 on artificial intelligence productivity tools every month. And all of it is foreign technology, your chat GPTs, your Claude, your Google Pro, name it. And this is $1 trillion economy. And that is where the rubber hits the road. Many of us relate to artificial intelligence. We relate it to the digital economy, but we are merely happy to be participants. And that is important because when you talk about the digital economy, many of us stop on the digital part and we forget the economy. Consumption is a trap. Consumption is a trap. And as also mentioned during the panel discussion, consumption is the new colonization. Being online, using apps, generating data for foreign platforms is a role for customers, not masters. Now you need to decide whether you want to be masters or you want to be enslaved and continue being customers. And so true value in the digital economy lies in value creation. We shouldn't be merely users of digital platforms built elsewhere. We need to be value creators in that economy. And value creation means building the platforms, not using them. Creating algorithms, not just interacting with them. Owning intellectual property, not just generating data for others. Designing systems that solve problems not just in our spheres of influence, but also throughout the world. And that is our true transition from digital dominance to economic dominance. And this is where you're training our students that we are commissioning today becomes critical, because the global economy itself is undergoing a structure shift from one that is driven by what we call the factor economy, the factors of production, the traditional factors of production, your land, your labor, your raw capital, raw materials, to the knowledge economy, to innovation, to complex systems. Today, the wealth of nations is progressively being determined by not what they can extract, but by what they can design and what they can compute and what they can build. Uganda has recognized this shift, and Ivan talked about it, and we have responded with attention, right from the highest levels of government, right from His Excellency. We have set our national target, our national development target, as a GDP of 500 billion US dollars by 2040. Who knows what our current GDP is? Anyone? About 64 billion. Now, you know, we started on this vision 2040 in 2010, and we only woke up 2 years ago to realize that we had gone half the mile. In 2020, our GDP was about 25 billion. So we had gone half the mile, but we had only managed to double the GDP in 13 years. So for us to be able to reach the target for 2040, we need now to double the GDP every 5 years, not every 15 years. And that is where now you hear the concept of the tenfold growth. Because we needed to jump from the 50 billion where we were 2 years ago to 500 billion. And this was already well enshrined in Vision 2040. But we never took it because, by and large, we left innovation in the parking lot. But now we are clear-eyed about what we have to do. We need to increase the contribution of knowledge-based goods and services, the complexity of what we are producing for import substitution, but also for export. And for this reason, we have focused on two strategic prongs. The first prong is creating the new economy. The new economy lies in sectors where we have traditionally not been known to contribute. Automotive manufacturing, you've heard a lot about Chira Motors. Aeronautics and space science, and I'll say something about that as I conclude. Biotechnology, artificial intelligence, and advanced manufacturing. And the second prong is now adding value to what we have traditionally sold as raw materials, your bananas, your coffee, so that instead of selling cassava flour, you're selling pharmaceutical grade starch. Now, I'm giving you this background because artificial intelligence is at the confluence of all sectors. it finds a sink in all these sectors. And particularly, one of our thrusts, which is Industry 4.0 plus, is where you find home and then you proliferate the other sectors of the economy. And we're ready to support you. We're ready to support anyone who has an idea to come to the completion of what we call the idea to market journey. We don't want prototypes. We want products. We want products on the market. We want innovation-driven enterprises that will not only dominate the local market, but also the global market. Now, allow me to make a personal note, not to impress you, but to align with you. I've had the opportunity to train in environments such as MIT and Rutgers University, and to also work in industry, Philips Research North America, Robert Wood Johnson Hospital, and many others, particularly in the fields of medical image computing, computer-aided interventions, and clinical electrophysiology systems. Now, what that experience has taught me is that the real value of technology lies not in its complexity, but it's in its application to real human problems. And Ivan did mention this. I participated in development of novel AI-driven systems and noticed firsthand how they could assist doctors in detecting disease earlier, how imaging systems could guide interventions with precision, and how data could translate into better outcomes for patients. But I also experienced something else. I was part of people who were not merely consuming technology. We were people who decided to understand, to question, and to ultimately create. And I want to invite you, our students, to join that rank of creators. It is not an exclusive club, and you have luminaries here whom you can look up to. There's an inherent potential in all of you. And by that, I'm talking about students, but all of us, even the parents. It's not too late to learn. Like I have said, if you don't shape up, you will shape off. AI is coming for all of us. I have a friend, he owns the law firm. He used to employ more than 15 lawyers, and half of those were in drafting. Recently, he told me that he has laid off half of those because all he needs now is a drafter who is proficient in AI, and he also doesn't have to work full-time. AI, with a proficient person in AI, can replace 10 people. That's how things are changing. Now, the encouraging part is that you're not alone, and I'll summarize as I conclude. The government has made deliberate investments. You've heard about the Deep Tech of Excellence, which is also home to Ruela Electronics. We have established infrastructure. We give grants. We have established that sovereign cloud that you've heard of. And so we are giving you all the tools that you need to succeed. We are also supporting establishment of incubators in universities. So this is a conversation that we can have. And we are also supporting establishment of technology transfer offices in universities so that we ensure that there is clear incubation and handshake to help us translate the knowledge products into products on the market. And we already have traction in this area. And again, as you have heard, we are making electronics here. We have established end-to-end capacity for printed circuit board assembly manufacturing, 3D printers, sensors, various AI diagnostic tools, and many others. I should mention aptly so that as you celebrate this commissioning, our nation is celebrating a major milestone in space today. Today, the CLIMCAM stands for Climate Camera, a pioneering Earth observation mission, is scheduled to launch to the International Space Station aboard the SpaceX Falcon 9 Cygnus NG-24 mission at around 2:30 p.m. This mission, you can clap. Now, this mission was the CLIMCAM, it's a payload that's going to be hosted at the International Space Station, was developed in a trilateral relationship with the Space Agency in Kenya and also the Space Agency in Egypt. And our young people, university lecturers and students, like you, developed this system that integrates advanced AI algorithms that will enable us to have real-time on-orbit climate impact detection. This sovereign data stream will empower national decision-making across 4 pillars, including climate resilience, agricultural productivity, disaster management, and environment protection. And we celebrate these 4 engineers, and we hope, and by the way, I should mention that they built the entire printed circuit board assembly in that system, our engineers, as well as the firmware, the software that powers the PCB. Now, this is our broad foray, it's part of our broad foray in space. I have shared the link for the live event with the director of students, and you can circulate that with the university community, because sometimes what you need to ignite innovation is that spark. See, like Ivan was watching Artemis 2 yesterday, it can be the source of ignition for interest in aerospace. And I know that's where Seeta University is headed. You're also close to Mpoma Satellite Earth Station, where we have invested a lot of infrastructure. We have turned it into a modern space center. Some construction is still ongoing, but we have a ground station there. We have an antenna, a 7.5-meter antenna that can help us get data from any satellite. We have put a geospatial center there. We have put a modern lab for design, assembly, integration, and testing of satellites. So given your proximity, I would like to implore you to position yourself to utilize this national infrastructure. But let me be clear. The government has built the infrastructure, but these are merely catalysts. The state cannot innovate for you. It provides the theater, and you provide the performance. Innovation demands courage. Expect uncertainty. We know that progress is born in moments where resources may not even be enough of innovation and economic development. That is true, but let me extend your thought. You have not just been equipped, you have been entrusted. Entrusted to move us forward into creation, for participation to ownership, from presence in the digital economy to power, and I repeat it, to power within the digital economy. We envision a nation that exports. There's nothing that China has on us. There's nothing that the United States has on us. We want artificial intelligence created at Seeta University to be powering our factories, to be powering our farms, to be powering our banks, to be powering every ecosystem. Matters. I must also urge the university to break from tradition, ensure that you walk the talk, continue being innovation-led. We used to say publish or fail. I think the momentum has changed. Now it should be publications, or you're also focusing on products, knowledge assets, intellectual property. This must be evident. We must walk the talk. I will welcome another opportunity, a longer opportunity, a less formal one, to spend some more time with the university management and maybe some students to share a little bit more about the strategy of science, technology, and innovation in the nation, so that we see what opportunities we can have for synergy, for partnership, for collaboration, because it is critical that your pedagogy aligns with the national STI agenda. Congratulations, our dear students. Congratulations to Seeta University. Go forth and command the value that you were born to create. Ascende mentibus, for God and my country.
Something that we can do, the innovation we can do. Please, DJ, play some music as we organize this stage for innovation. As the students also prepare, the next step after the entertainment is the giving out of certificates. And these certificates are in alphabetical order, so please make sure you don't lose this moment. DJ, please.
Well, name is my name. My name is my name. What is your name? Welcome to my town. Very well. You love me very well. Baby, love me. 60 on road. You decided I will touch you very well. Touch me very well. I will touch you very well. I'm a bit afraid. Why can't it rain? Can you be mine? Kubanga we oli musana busana. Kubanga we yagala kulaba kono. You decided to touch me very well. If you touch me very well, I will touch you very well. Touch me very well, I will touch you very well. If you touch me very well, I will touch you.
You see me fell in love with a woman and it was my aim. She knew the
energy is so low. Are we having a good time? I don't tell you, are we having a good time? Are we ready for some entertainment? Okay, DJ, I think everything is set and we are good to go. Let's go.
In a world driven by innovation, a silent revolution is underway, the birth of artificial intelligence. Beginning in the 1950s, visionaries like Alan Turing dared to dream of creating machines that could think like humans. John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence and established AI as a formal research field.
Assessing situation. System failure. Protocol accepted. Systems online. Connection established. Initializing scan. Engaging.
You made it now. You made it now. You're in the big leagues now. They watching you now. This is where permanent.
Bounce up, Nicky bounce up, Nicky bounce up, bounce up.
Bad girl is a matty.
fat girl is a nothing.
Balance on it, bounce. Me Mr. Lover, man, you like Jabba. Bounce, yeah, we get girl anywhere we go. All of them are mad, so me have to give. Thanks, wind up your boom, 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 boom. Rub on your back, let me tell you like a school. Left side lotion, after that.
Can you wine? Can you do it on time? Can you wine? Rotate waistline? Can you hear me, no bad girl?
Can you wine? Can you do it non-stop? Can you drop it low? Bring it up back. Can you?
Let's go!
Baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. Oh, I really need it. Oh, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. I know the things that you like.
Let's go! Set the higher! Let's go! One time!
I know the things that you like.
Show me some love if you know this one! Everybody say! Taking you back in time! Sounds of Davido!
She don't want Ferrari. She said I'm my lover. You belong to me and I belong to her. Oh baby, you go kill somebody. They say love is blind, but I didn't see her for your eyes. Yeah, for your eyes. She found past that ego. She said you like Ronaldo. My city Porero. She like my song, her favorite artist not David.
Let's go! Make some noise if you're enjoying! Hey! Say water! Who knows this one? Everybody say! Make some noise! Hey! Sibalaba! Big up on coffee! See what is coming! Showtime! Make some noise! Hey!
When I was a little girl, my grandma told me that I could do just anything that I wanted to. She said that everything I work for, everything I wish for, everything I look for is right in front of me. Everything I work for, everything I wish for, everything I look for is right in front of me. And she said,
Make some noise! A round of applause for Seeta High Main School. I think their light bulb actually worked out. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It has been Seeta Main Campus.
Thank you. now let's take it to the next level without permission. Thank you very much. Now, may I request the Dean, Dr. Lian Tamani, to come and do the honors of giving out the certificates. So students, please be ready. When you hear your name, move very fast to the podium or to the platform to receive your certificate. Students, you had asked me to come and you had asked me to give you a chance to come and perform. After that one, are you coming? I don't think you're coming. Allow me to recognize the presence of the Human Resource Manager, Miss Joanita INAGURAL, the chaplain of the Catholic community, Reverend Father Tege, Peter Tege, and the Imam of the Muslim community, Sheikh Chinene. Thank you for coming. So we are ready? We are ready?
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again to the graduates. It's a good day today. The good president said the vibe is still low. I don't think you know what you've earned, so he has something for you.
Guys, the vibe is so low. I really don't understand why you guys are so gullible to this point. You really don't know what you've just earned. You don't know the joy that I had when I got accorded with my first degree. You just don't know the joy I had. You just don't know how I was screaming on the West End pitch at Chambogo University. So I want you to scream. I want you to cheer each other up. DJ, give me that song. The greatness, get up. Now, follow me. Follow me.
We are going to be very fast. Abajo Alvin Kayegwa, Abalin Belvin, Abdul Aziz Latif, Ahabwe Ezekiel, Ahewa Stewart, Ahereza Feva Abigail, Ainongisa Hope, Akamkunda Falton Asimwe. Please be fast. Abbas Sultan Ali, Akelo Priscilla Okolot, Akiba Sultan Ali, Alecho Daniel, Alion Kenneth, Amazing Grace Joshua, Ampaire Lucas Leonard, Aronda Patrick Glenn, Asiangu Hilary Duncan, Asiangu Hilary Duncan, Asimwe Andrew, please let us come closer. The names are being read in alphabetical order. Aronda Patrick Glenn, Asiangu Hilary Duncan, Asimwe Andrew, Asimwe Vivian Mukunzi, Atieno Mary Angeline, Atugonza Joseph, Awori Joanita, Babile Esther, Babile Joanita, Balago Dennis, Bampambula Gonzaga Gonza, Batabaire Larry Sharon, Bidao Lois, Birunji Fazira, Birunji Tilian Saya, Bisaso Raymond, Bukenya Andrew, Bukenya Mudasha Wamala, Bulago Dennis, Busulwa Grace Joe, Buembo Victor Samuel, Wile Ivan, Buire Prince Joseph, Chelangat Ruth Hope, Chemayek Nancy Nanutu, Enoch Pandawel Yuria, Epumu Davis, Ebunu Davis, Ewagu Derek, Galabuzi Ebrin, Bochaya Linda, Sigeni Enoch, Kire Nahita Sarah, Ibanda Solomon, Igaga Amil Bamlova, Igulu Haita, Igulu Haita. Isabide Bennett, Jatel Elia Wachiro, Jingo Eli Trevor, Joga Ian, Kabega Aiza, Pageni Ibrahim, Kaboye Claire Loy, Kaitesi Deborah, Kakaire Brain, Kaketo Usman. Kaketo Usman.
Congratulations.
Please, we can go back while dancing, being excited. Congratulations.
Jerusalem,
so much. Another bar. Awesa Asman, Kawuchi Edrin, Kayaga Claire Hope, Kayanja Ryan, Ayendeke Esteza, Kayira Joy Kefa, Kayichi Conrad Dan Chirabo, Kebigisha Viet, Kayinza Dorin Ann, Kibede Hambo Samuel, Kibedi Hassan, Kidudu Julius Masawa, Chigundu Mahad Mukisa, Chigozi Rajab, Chikurwe Abdul Harim Musa, Chimbowa Trevor Sam, Chiragira Caroline, Chirabo Laura Feva, Chirabo Priscilla, Chirabo Chisacha Maria Bach, Red Hassan, Chiria Brian, Kisule John Vieira, Kisure Godwin, Kisure John Vianney, Chitaka Brandon Samuel, Kitenta Marvin Nesta, Kitoro John Paul, Kienji Vianney, Kopsinje Namukisa, Kukiriza Jemima, Kule Costa Bahati Patrick, Kutesa Joshua K, Kwagala Kayla D, Chakonye Kwagala Nicholas, Logose Joanita, Lubega Asmani Mukasa, Lubega Gabriel Odisi, Lubowa Abdul. What's up?
By the powers accorded to me, I commission you with those certificates in AI. Congratulations.
Let us leave the stage while excited and dancing.
Sons and daughters out. graduates, cheer your fellows up. Kumagale. These are going to be your colleagues out there. Kumagale, okay?
She's so hard-working and my kind. She's a woman of integrity. I'm proud of my mama. You must say nothing
Just to emphasize, this program was a way of giving back to the community, and we'd like to appreciate the proprietor, Honorable Dr. Jesse Muyingo, for sponsoring this program. It was totally free of charge. Thank you so much, Honorable, for that. Luwama Innocent, Luwama Trevor, please you come here. Lukwago Alan Mark, Lukwago Sharif Tivita, Emmanuel Lule, Lutaya Ernest Edward, Mpamize Lauben, Mubiru Hassan Ibrahim, Machangi Regan, Mugema Derek, Mugera Alkam, Mugisha Jasmine, Muhimbo Jonah, Mukalere Glade Bogo, Mukesi Anthony Christian, Mukisa Daniel, Mukono Sarapio, Mulinda Lawrence, Mumbere Derek, Mumoita Ivan, Musitwa Martin Jonathan, Mutabike Peter Clever, Mutatina Colette, Mutevi Henry Subuga, Mutevi Angela, Muto Waswa Najib, Mutoni Claire, Mutoni Josephine Praise, Mutoni Emily Christine, Mutumi Isa, Mutumi Isa, Mutiaba M. Jonathan, Mwanga Abdul Malik, Mwanguzi Ronald, Mwanguzi Collins, Mwanguzi Nathan, Muzale Daniel Cyrus, Mwebaza Jensen Asa, Mwebaza Jemima Rosette, Mwesigwa Joram Trevor, Nabachwa Kulsum, Nabachwa Yasmin, Nabachivi Doreen, Nabasumba Jovia, Nabayego, Nabasumba Jovia, Nabayego Claire Divota, Nakosa Priscilla, Nabirie Masa Antono, Nabisere Masa Priscilla, Nabunjo Bushira Irabo, Nabunjo Helen Mumiru, Nabufu Josephine
chiroko change chitukirire. 'Cause I've been working so hard and I've been praying so hard. Amanye sena nesala ngaye formula. I'm a winner, I'm a fighter, but today, on the good day, saya pate, kuja tucheze, sanyuka nange kumawala, chemvute nawe, saya pate, kuja tucheze, sanyuka nange kumawala, chemvute nawe. It's from love and I got this, beautiful love got me this, love from Papa, love from my mama, love from my brother, love from my sister, and love from you, my sweet love. Masima wumutali simanye simanye. And together we say we can, and together we found that one. Yes, together we came from far. Now together everybody shout and say, I'm a winner, I'm a victor.
Content creator where you are. This content should be on our social media pages. Media team of Seeta, this content.
Just to echo, admissions are on for all programs for the May and September intake. Please come and join us. This is on the end. From artificial intelligence, join us for Nagaproza Ferista, Nakanari Victoria, Nakanwaji Maureen, Nakato Edith Magalu, Nakato Mary Daniela, Nakawesi Maureen, Nachibule Robina, Nachitende Angela, Nalugowa Sarah Elizabeth, Naluja Stacy, Nalumisa Tendo Ruth, Nalweiso Semakula Jemima, Namaganda Nuru Nakato, Nambazira Mary, Namigade Agatha, Namiro Joan Scovia, Namirembe Daphne Jacqueline, Namono Isabel Basara, Nampewo Maria Quinta, Namubiru Mildred Nora, Namubiru Rose Antonia, Namugema Precious Melissa, Namukwaya Anita, Namuri Priscilla Gift, Namlondo Shama, Namuana Rachel Tracy, Namumbia Lydia, Nangwe Jamawa, Nangoli Timothy, Nankisa Elisha, Nancha Shanita Blessing, Nansunga Julian, Patience, Nansunga Mata Margaret, Nansunga Shirat Chobe, Nante Letrisha Alice, Nante Zajanas, Nante Zapoli, Nantongo Lilian Kutesa, Nantongo Shamila, Nantungo Grace, Nantungo Joyce Leah, Nantungo Rosette Mukorwa, Nanyama Zelida Daisy, Nanyanzi Fatuma, Nanyondo Ivy Rachel, Nanyondo Patience Priscilla, Nanyonjo Marianta, Nanyonjo Viola, Nastazi Alexia Sache, Nasozima Green, Naiga Mary Faustina, Naziwa Patricia Canvas, Ndagire Aisha, Ndagire Sandra Esther, Ndobia Isaac, Ngabira Noroni, Nsamba Kennedy, Nsubuga Enoch, Mbiri Francis Lule, Nyende Lascol Isaac, Ocheng Francis, Ochola Andrew, Ojulo Nicholas Ospial, Okelo Mark Sande, Okiro Innocent, Okumu Israel Yellow, Okwere Charis, Oloya Dennis, Omar Sumaya Mirunji, Omara Silva, Omlangira Aldrin, Okio Hannington, Okuchwe Joshua, Lubangakene Askan. Adam Aiba, Puata Joel, Rahman Nangomi, Lubangakene Askam, Rempuga Conrad Paul, Saka Emmanuel, Sani Joan, Sebuato Brenda, Setika Anthony, Semata Sharon Mwanguzi, Sebunya Ronald, Segawa Isaac Peter, Seka Jamak, Sekate Regan Onesimus, Sekungu Enoch, Sempija Deogracius, Semuju Joshua, Senoga Ronald, Senyonga Jordan, Seradama, Sonko John Baptist, Sundia Andrew, Tayewa Daniel Sam, Tendo Morris, Tumwebaze Stephen, Tuliagumanawe Joshua, Tumusime Sam, Tusubira Josam Augustine, Wabwire Christian, Wachemba Joshua Jordan, Walusimbi Imran, Wachaya Elvijama, Navakoza Perista. Yabagara Joachim, Yawangula Gerald William, Maluko Juliana, Nakuja Imelda, Nakela Matapusila, Mwangu Nathan, Mukwago Alanma, Lutaro Edrin, Wanga Morris. The marketing team, please come closer. And the team that is going to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the students, please also come closer to give time. Thank you.
By the powers accorded to me, I I commission you with those certificates in AI. Congratulations.
Is to go to the AI trainees, and the second position will be chosen from one of the continuing students such that we engage each and every one. Today we present to you, gentlemen, the first contender who had the highest number of engagement of their video, with 90,000 people who saw and 5,000 who liked and over 100 that commented, is an AI student of female gender, and their name is Miss Katushabe Esther Pressure. Please come forward. And then the second is a continuing student pursuing a bachelor's in IT, and that is Lucia Mutebi. Please come forward. Thank you so much.
Inside of you, mostly got lip-gloss on my lips, on my neck, on my body, over my crazy move your waist, well away. Shake your kubamba, shake your kubamba, shake your kubamba way. When I do you the way, so please baby do me bad. If you do wide open, yeah. Leave my move wide open, when I do wide
I want to congratulate Tushabe for the innovation and for winning the prize. Congratulations. Please clap for her. And then the second runner-up is Lucia Namuteli. Congratulations, Lucia. My name, as you've already been told, I'm Nagarajo Anita. I head the marketing team at Seeta University. I want to first of all congratulate all the students that have graduated today, and inform you that you're one step ahead of every single counterpart that you sat Senior 6 with. So congratulations. Why are you one step ahead? Because as the chief guest said, AI is driving the world. And you've been given a chance to get that AI skill. Not from anywhere else, but uniquely from Seeta University. So you're special. So I urge you today not to leave the skill that you've gained here. Please put it in practice because it's going to take you so far. I didn't come to say a lot of things, but to wish you good luck in your endeavors after here today. and also encourage you to consider Seeta University, as it has shown you the uniqueness, just a little bit of its uniqueness, and what it can do in your life. And to our dear parents, congratulations for adding a skill onto your family. Please make use of that skill as well. I know you might not have gotten a chance to study here today, but make sure you ask your child a few questions about what AI is. Because it's not only for the people at university, but it will drive your businesses forward as well, and they'll be able to prosper. So now that you have an AI expert being trained from Seeta University in your home, take advantage of that. Otherwise, I wish you good luck. Enjoy the rest of your day and to a bright future for all our graduates today. Thank you very much. I remain Juanita INAGURAL.
The guest of honor, executives at Seeta University, distinguished guests, innovators, and fellow students, good afternoon. My name is Mutiawa Makarios, and the remarkable lady standing beside me is... We're deeply honored to stand before you today, not only as AI graduates, but as representatives of the students' body. Today I rise with a heart full of gratitude, a quiet river of thanks flowing through a whole alive with brilliance.
We thank Seeta University for being more than an institution, for being a spark, a forge, a place where ordinary minds are awakened into extraordinary thinkers. Here, we did not just learn, we created. We did not just listen, we built. We did not just imagine, we brought ideas to life. From the intelligent systems that think beyond limits to robotic innovations that move with purpose. Projects were born here, bold, daring, visionary ideas once whispered in silence now stand tall in reality.
This is the power of ignited minds. This is the meaning of the phrase ascended mentibus. Beyond the screens and the codes, the greatest highlight of this journey has been the people, from the faculty leaders, the lecturers, student leaders, religious coordinators, and all staff. Thank you for shaping our experience. We came as strangers, but we now live as a united community, a society of friends who support each other through every life challenge. And as we leave this place today, I want to tell you that we should keep connected because social capital is as valuable as a technical skill. We thank the university for nurturing not only our intellect, but also our values through faith, sports, and opportunities that have made us grow as complete individuals.
We would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to our dedicated lecturers, Mr. Ivan Tumukunde and Madam Monica Iyabo, and our esteemed faculty dean, Dr. Lillian Tamale, as well as the Dean of Students, Mr. Kafumbe Davis. Thank you for walking this journey with us, for your patience, your guidance, and for challenging us to think beyond what we thought was possible. You did not simply teach us artificial intelligence, you put the intelligence within us. Thank you so much. Even on the days where our systems were slow to boot, you remained constant, encouraging, and you remained with us, and you made us push to bring all the beautiful projects that we have put out for you today. Yes. So together, you have not only educated us, you have also empowered us.
To our guests and everyone present today, we encourage you, bring your children, your siblings, your neighbors. Let them come and be part of something greater. You can join in the May intake or the August intake. Step into the world where your ideas matter, where your potential is ignited, and where your future begins to take shape.
To those who dream, this is your home. To those who question, this is your ground.
And to those who want to build a future, this is where our journey begins.
Seeta University is not just a university, it is a horizon.
On the count of 3, wait. Who knows how to destroy this? 2, 1, 0. So, as you are demolishing the cake, we want the prayer from Shay. Shay, please take us through the prayer so that we can go to the exhibitions.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Let us humble ourselves for the prayers. As we conclude this ceremony, we thank God for the accomplishments, growth, and joy shared by these graduates. Bless them with wisdom, courage, and compassion as they step into a new chapter. May they use their talents to make a positive impact on the world. And may your guidance follow them wherever they go. We also thank their families and educators for their unwavering support. Amen.
End of the prayer.
By the powers accorded to me, I now dissolve this congregation. Thank you.
Dr. Lillian, you are leading the guest of honor.
I prayed for you